NCAA 2K25 version 3 is now out for next gen consoles. As always, I'm Pete Toll, aka PT Sports 84, back with another custom roster video for NBA 2K25. In this one, I've updated the original roster that I dropped from the Darrell D Rock. I did a version 1 of his in play now. Also updated it with custom teams to version 2. You can check those videos out on my channel if you haven't already. Those have different teams, um, different variations of teams than this roster does. I put in this roster a bunch of teams that people requested in the comments. I will have another version 4, but it'll probably be another month or so until I get to that. I've got some NBA projects that I've been doing, retro content, things of that nature, but let's jump into it. I kept a lot of teams from version 2 because that would seem very popular. And I try to keep teams that were in the top 25 right now for the most part, or a team that somebody really wanted in without taking away from the roster as a whole. So first up, we have the Baylor Bears. I did add Pittsburgh, as you can see, the Pittsburgh Panthers. All the teams, by the way, have the correct coaches, so you can go through that and look at all the teams for the most part. But we have Pittsburgh in this update, Kansas, North Carolina, Purdue, UCLA, Alabama. I added Clemson in this one as well. That was some team that a couple people asked for in this update. Louisville, a lot of people have asked me for Louisville. I've gotten a lot of DMs as well as comments on YouTube to add Louisville, so there they are. Arkansas, Auburn, Missouri is now in as well. That's another team that was highly requested, so was able to add them. Kept St. John's, got Duke, of course, Florida, Gonzaga, Houston, Illinois, Ohio State. So many people asked for the Buckeyes, so was able to add them in. Um, Also got Iowa State, Wisconsin. I added back from the original roster that I did. A lot of people asked for them to be in because they wanted to match them up with different teams since they are now in the top 25. So I reversed the decision to put LSU in and put Wisconsin in instead. LSU will be in the next update that I do instead. So there's Kentucky, Marquette, West Virginia is also added as well. I got Memphis, Ole Miss, Oregon, Rutgers. I kept Rutgers because people asked why would I take them out with Ace Bailey and Dylan Harper in there, so I kept them in this one. I have Tennessee as well. Texas Tech is a new team that I added in also for this one. Texas A&M, Mississippi State, UConn, Georgia, Michigan, and Michigan State. So that's the teams that are in this one. You could check it out. It's on, there's a scenario. I'll show you really quickly um, the scenario. So if you go to 2K Share, let's see, scenarios. So if you go to 2K Share, um, I have it under my Ptoal 84 username. So I'll pull that up right here. You just type in Ptoal84 and then you'll see it there, NCAA 2K25 version 3 roster. That is the scenario. You cannot take this roster as is for play now and then try to make a scenario off of it. You've got to use the scenario that I put there. For the roster, it's NCAA 2K25 V3, which is version 3. It's under PT Sports 84. You could find that on 2K Share. If you guys like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Make sure you're sharing the video. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel if you haven't already. And also, there will be a donation link in the description. There's a Cash App and a PayPal link, whichever you guys prefer, whatever you guys can, donate would be really, really appreciated. The NCAA roster especially takes a lot of work, and then the NBA retro content takes a lot of work. It's not just throw a roster together and throw it out there. It's really research, time inside of Cheat Engine, making all the changes, and then getting it uploaded, converting it over to Play Now from scenarios. A lot of that stuff takes work, so please, anything you guys can do to donate would be much appreciated. Hope you guys enjoy the NCAA roster. Hope it's the teams that you guys wanted to see. Please let me know if there's any teams that you really want to see that aren't in at all. I'll try to get them in. I know I have St. Mary's, Vanderbilt. Um, there's a couple of different teams, LSU, a couple more teams that I have. Utah State's another one that I have on my list for the next update. Georgetown as well. So there's some teams. Pretty much want to add in 8 teams, take 8 teams out each time, and go from there. But thanks everybody for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Stay safe, and I'll talk to you soon.